We are 26 days away into the Man Burns and less than 3 weeks away until the beginning of Burning Man, which means it is time to seriously start packing for Burning Man. This video is going to be more for like first-timers coming to Burning Man who are a little bit confused on what to pack, and particularly those who are flying in and taking the bus. If you're driving in, it's a lot easier to pack. You can take whatever you want, but if you're flying in, your luggage is limited, it can be a little bit more confusing on what's essential and what's really not needed. So in this video, we're gonna focus on some of the things that I think are essential at Burning Man. And me personally, I pack rather light. I only take what I absolutely need, and I don't even bring any trinkets. So this is the bare minimum of what you need at Burning Man. Also, when flying, the luggage can get rather expensive. I was checking to see how much it would cost to have a third luggage bag for, I think it was American Airlines. It was $150 one way, so $300 round trip if you're taking 3 bags. And if any of the bags are overweight, over 50 pounds, that's more money you're gonna have to spend. So ideally you wanna have a maximum of 2 suitcases, both less than 50 pounds. So that's the goal here. So the first item I cannot recommend enough. The first 2 years I didn't have one, and I've learned my lesson both years. But this year I'm definitely taking one, and that's one of these wagon carts for pulling all your luggage around, and even just moving around Reno, just getting to the taxi, getting to the bus, things like that. It can be a pain, especially when you have all your supplies that you're gonna bring with you, your beer, water, juices, canned foods, whatever. It gets really heavy along with all your luggage. So having a wagon cart to help ease the burden is a huge plus out there. So this is the first item that I think you absolutely have to have. It folds up nice and easy. This one was only I think $37 or $39 at Walmart. So nice and cheap item, and it'll save you a lot of hassle out in the Playa. The next item or items that I'll point out that I think is probably obvious to a lot of you, and that's that it can get really cold at nights. So you're gonna wanna bring some cold weather things, such as these wool socks that I take to every Burning Man, just for the nights where it's real cold. You put them on your feet, helps you sleep much better. These kind of like thermal shirts are really great. You can even layer them up, wear 2 of them if it gets too cold, and they pack up real lightweight in your luggage. Windbreaker pants in case it gets cold, and also an under thermal layer for your legs. For those nights, trust me, you'll wish you had it when the temperature drops pretty low at night. Oh, and also a coat. Make sure you have at least the coat of some kind out there, because again, you're gonna need it at night. I've taken this one 2 years in a row now to Burning Man. This will be year number 3, and it's worked out great so far. You're definitely gonna want a cooler out there for keeping your drinks cold. I don't know about you, but I like to have a few drinks in my tent and have cold drinks to walk around with. So a little cooler like this, it compresses, where you can fit it in your suitcase nice and well, and then when you're out there, it's a decent sized cooler, to have inside your tent. And now the obvious things that you're gonna need out there, you're gonna need a tent. I use a small tent. Like I said, I travel light, real lightweight. Sometimes I wish I had a bigger tent, no doubt about it. A lot of people out there have these really nice tents, and sometimes, I wish I had one. What are they called? I can't remember the name of the tent now, but this is what I use. It's a very small 1-person tent, especially once you have all your luggage in it and stuff. There's just only room for me, nobody else, but yeah, I'm fine with that. And so yeah, here's my tent. Everybody, my tent. You're gonna need a sleeping bag out there. Again, some of these nights can be rather cold. Got this one in Budapest, the first time I ever went to Ozora Festival. Got this right before going into Ozora. It's been to many festivals all over the world, and still going strong. Really love that sleeping bag. You're gonna need your air mattress out there, something to sleep on. And of course, don't forget to bring a pump, make sure the batteries are working in it. I also happen to have this little backup air mattress, just in case something happens to the main one. I would hate to be without an air mattress out there. So I bring this little one. I don't really use it too often, it only has a backup, but I'll have that out there, and it's real lightweight, doesn't take up much room. Of course, you're gonna need bed sheets, 2 minimum, I would say, but I'll take a third, as long as I don't go over 50 pounds in each bag. I'm taking 3. Of course, you need to bring your own utensils at Burning Man, so you'll need to have your own plate, your own bowl, your own cups, a water bottle, spoon, fork, knife, 2 cups, 1 big, 1 small. And a trick that a lot of people do at Burning Man is whatever your main cup's going to be for walking around and visiting bars, a lot of people will just take their ID, here to cover mine up a bit, and put it on the front of their cup. And so when you go and they ID you, which they do, everybody IDs you at the bars. You always have to have your ID on you. So just have it right there on your cup, and it makes it nice and simple, pretty easy. So that's another thing I recommend. Oh, and of course I forgot the pillow. Yeah, you're definitely going to need a pillow out there. Put that right by the sleeping bag. And another thing is just bags. You know, just bags to take out there so that you can have stuff to put things in. Particularly any snacks you're going to get, beer, food, whatever. You're going to want some sort of duffel bag to carry it around in. Oh, and how could I forget? You're also going to need a chair. You're going to want to have your own chair out there. I don't know, some camps there's plenty of chairs, but I mean, it's good to have one just right by your tent anyway. You can just relax and stuff. So I like this one because it folds up rather small and fits neatly into my luggage. These little things just come off like this. And then boom, folds up rather small. And can easily fit in my suitcase. I wouldn't say easily, but it doesn't take up too much room. Also, I mean, I guess you could just get them in Reno, but don't forget to get trash bags. You're gonna need trash bags. Wet wipes are very popular out on the playa. They're good for just keeping you clean. It could also be like probably the best shower you're gonna have for the whole week you're out there. It's just a little bit of water and wet wipes. So take a few packs, you'll go through them. Oh, and paper towels and toilet paper. I'll need to get those when I'm in Reno, I guess. But they're essential items that you're going to need out there with you. And for tools out there in the playa, I have a flashlight that I bring with me, a nice flashlight. A headlight, which I never really use anyway. I bring a flathead screwdriver, because the flathead can get you out of a lot of jams sometimes. A small pair of channel locks, just in case I have to get into it. A pair of flush cuts for cutting zip ties or cables or anything that needs to be cut. A Sharpie. Zip ties, because you never know when you're going to need to connect something to something else. It's good to have zip ties. A few precision screwdrivers, just in case you got to open like battery packs or something. And electrical tape. Always good to have electrical tape everywhere you go. And that's pretty much the only tools I take with me to Burning Man. A pair of goggles for those dust storms. You never know when they're going to roll in, and it's good to have a pair for those dust storms, trust me. And plus they just look cool, walking around the desert with them on. A little shawl, I guess you could call it, for just in case it gets real sunny or something, I can throw that over me. Of course, you're going to need lights at Burning Man for at night, for your bike, if you're going to have a bike, or just on yourself. I've only got this one pair still here. I'm going to need to get some more lights, but lights are essential item. Take a few rigging slings just in case, probably not going to need them, and some little bungee cables just in case I've got to secure something to the cart here behind me. But you never know, just it doesn't take up much room or weight in your luggage, and it's good to have it in case you know need to do something. A speaker, you know, you got to have your speaker out there blasting the music. And a bottle of sunscreen. Do not go out there without sunscreen, or you'll be using someone else's, and then they'll be upset because they don't have any more sunscreen. So take your own sunscreen out there. Oh, and a few other items. I just realized they're not really that essential, but these little carabiners, just in case you need them to clip things together or whatever. Ziploc bags. Personally, I've never really found them to be that essential out there, but so many people swear you got to have Ziploc bags on the playa. Chapstick. Yes, definitely bring yourself some chapstick. Really annoying when your lips start getting chapped out there. And a power bank. This is a really good one for going to festivals like Burning Man. It stays good for several days, keeps your devices charged, your phone, your camera, whatever. But definitely have at least one. I'll have this one and a smaller one, a more mobile one than this one. But power banks are essential out there if you want to keep yourself charged. An example of a few things I will not be taking on the playa, just because I never use them, and I just got no room in the luggage, and I'm overweight as it is. So just things like this, a can opener. I mean, I guess you need it when you need it, but every can that I've had out there has got a pop top, so it's, it's a couple of pounds anyway. So, no can opener this year. Things like this fan, also a little bit of weight and size to it, and I just really never use it. I'm sure there might be a day where I'll wish I would have brought my fan, but I'm just not going to worry about it this year. Or this one, another fan that I never use. A hammer for pounding in the spikes for the tent. I'll find another way, just not bringing a hammer. Little cute outfits to be a, what do they call it? Pony fairy, or I forget what they call it. The, whatever they call that term. I just never wear them. I never try to dress up cute. So I'm just not even gonna bother with stuff like that. Oh, and here's another one, a bike lock. I'm just not even gonna bother with the bike lock this year because I'm not bringing a bike. I know for a lot of people you're gonna say, wait a minute, you gotta have a bike at Burning Man, and I understand that. It's definitely a lot of fun, but it's just too big of a hassle flying there, getting it to the Playa, getting it back home. You don't want to abandon it. Everybody yells at you if you abandon a bike. So, I don't know. I've just had enough. It's too much of a hassle worrying about the bike. I have plenty of fun just walking around. If I don't get to see the whole festival, so be it. There's still I'm more than happy with what I do get to experience just from walking. So, no bike. Don't have to worry about that luggage problem. But yeah, essentially, this is all you need for Burning Man right here. The essential items are a suitcase, chair, tent, air mattress, sleeping bag, pillow, bed sheets, air pump, utensils, cooler, sunscreen and aloe, clothes, light for your bike or yourself, wet wipes, paper towel, toilet paper, and trash bag. Oh, speaking of which, the clothes. Yeah, let me grab the clothes I'll be taking with me. And I'm probably not going to use all of these clothes. In fact, I probably won't even use half of them. I always pack too much clothes. But here's like 5 tank tops. I wear tank tops for the most part unless it's too cold out on the playa. Whoops. And they make a big deal about not having any logos on them or anything like that. So I try to comply and have no logos on my stuff and stay nice and comfortable. So 5 tank tops. 1 pair of blue jeans, and this is for the flight out to Reno, being in Reno, and then when after the burn, when I'm back in Reno. So the blue jeans are solely for Reno, nothing to do with Burning Man, but you'll need a pair of blue jeans, or a pair of pants, however you like to dress. A pair of like windbreaker sweatpants. I'll actually have 2, if not even 3 of these. My favorite kind of pants to wear when I'm out on the playa. Here's 4 pairs of shorts, plus the one I'm wearing right now, be 5. Different kinds of styles of shorts, comfortable ones, just, nice and loose fitting, also very lightweight, don't take up any room or weight in your luggage. You gotta bring socks and underwear, so about 6 pairs of socks, 6 pairs of underwear. Hopefully that'll be enough. Of course, I already mentioned the thermal layers for staying warm at night. An absolute must, you have to be warm. A couple of t-shirts. I'll probably have at least 1 more t-shirt, the one I'm wearing, so here's probably the 2 t-shirts I'll have with me. And more thermal layers for staying warm. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything I'm taking to Burning Man right here. The cart and the cooler. I don't know if you can see the cooler back there. But the chair, all my sleeping, camping equipment right here, eating utensils, clothes, things like wet wipes. That's pretty much everything. And and now for the suitcases. Let's see what suitcases I'll be. Forgot to mention a beanie. Keep your head warm at night. Definitely do not underestimate the cold out there, but you gotta have a nice beanie for staying warm. This will be suitcase number 1, a nice full-size suitcase, and that'll fit most of the stuff in there, right there. Pretty much everything except for the camping stuff in the wagon. That'll be going in a separate bag, but this is the first suitcase. And this is the second suitcase I'll be taking. Got this one in Australia. It's great for festivals. Nice and long, can fit a lot in there. It's got multiple pouches, multiple everything, all sorts of different pockets. So this will be great. And one backpack for clothes, camera equipment, electronic stuff, things you don't really want to pack in your your big suitcase, delicate things, and that's it. That is everything that I'm trying to take with me to Burning Man. And we should be able to get all of this into 2 bags, both of them, or in one carry-on, under 50 pounds each. Bag number 1. Bag number 2. And then for the rest, I'll just scoop it all in here for now. Carry-on bag. Like I said, this is not how I'm going to pack it all in the end. But, oh yeah, make sure you take your power bank in your carry-on. You don't want to put that in your check luggage. And your sharp tools, make sure you put those in your check-in luggage. But there you go. That's pretty much everything I'm taking. Plus a handful of other minor things. Like maybe another shirt, maybe an extra this or that. But there we go, packed up into 2 suitcases and 1 backpack. Two suitcases, 1 backpack, and I'm ready to go to Burning Man. Like I said, this is pretty much all you need at Burning Man, assuming you're joining the camp. You know, I forgot to point that out earlier in the video. This kind of implies you're joining the camp and you're going to be helping build the camp and being a part of the camp. And in that case, this is all you need. If you're not joining the camp, then you're going to need a whole lot more, and you're definitely not fitting that in 2 suitcases. But that's pretty much it. Of course, maybe a few other things here and there. Most important thing is bring a good attitude. The camp needs your help, so be ready to be a part of the team and do your part. Everybody at Burning Man is supposed to do their part, so that's the most important thing to bring with you, is a good spirit, good attitude. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else to add to it. I'll see you on the Playa. Thank you for watching. Peace.